Exploring some random tunnels in the middle of a street is an option to anyone, but the question remains, why would anyone want to do that? What are you expecting to find? The Ninja Turtles? This takes me back to 2012, the year that changed my life, not for the better. It takes me back to a group of friends who made a video about exploring some random tunnels. The channel is called Kilu. The video kicks off with them rushing towards the tunnels without hesitation in the middle of the night. They were charging at it as if they had some beef with someone whom they found to be hiding in there. Like, where did you guys get all of the confidence? But don't worry, folks, at least not before you watch the clip itself. These guys lost all their aura after they got deep in there, and for a good reason. Once they got to a certain point, they had to slow down with full caution as they sensed something might be creeping at them. Their fear was true. Something, a dark figure, was lurking in there and charged at them in full speed, and if you watch closely, you can tell it was swinging its hands left and right, up and down, almost like a giant spider. That sent them back to their car, screaming.
Putain, mais on n'a pas peur. Allez,
Pourquoi vous êtes resté ici?
C'était quoi?
Attends, viens.
This incident didn't only strip them of their aura, it left so much of a mark on them that they have never been seen since. Not like they passed away, but they stopped doing such shenanigans. If I ever pass away, and that happens to be when I'm in the middle of my modeling career for some reason, I never want the company or brand that I was working for to use my body to advertise their clothing on. I should be 6 feet under. Wait, since when does your ugly butt work as a model? What stupid brand would actually have the wrong mind to reach out to you for such a deal? Are you still living in your own childhood bubble? Regarding your last question, I'm still there, yes, but I was just making an example for what to come. Wait, don't tell us that you have actually started your career as a model. That is most likely the first indication of your proclivity. No, you dummy, I meant the next video, which went viral recently. Is it because you were modeling in it? Are you still stuck in my example? We have a lady who was hanging around when she stopped by a clothing store owned by the Balenciaga brand. But what caught her eye wasn't some nice-looking t-shirt or the heavy fancy prices of their products. No, but rather the terrifying mannequin that they had right there in front of people to show off a suit. Was the suit a bit too edgy? Is that what you're trying to say? Nope, it was the mannequin itself. From how it appears, it almost looks like a real-life human who was waxed to look like a figure.
Okay, people, tell me something. So this is a store in Paris. This is a man's store in Paris. And this is a mannequin that they say that they made this shit and put this in the store. This boy look like somebody dead and bomb. Look at his hand. Wait, I'm doing it through the hole. Look at the boy hands. Look, the hands. His hands is as real as mine. This is freaking serious, I swear. If anybody have this guy missing, if anybody have this guy missing, please. This is crazy. I've never seen anybody look so freaking real. How if I have this man in the store sit down? Look. You see? This is friggin' crazy. Look in the guy eye. And them said they made this mannequin and put clothes on him and have him sit down in the window. Look at the guy friggin' face. This look like the friggin' guy who was in the school basketball court inside the school where them kill and take out him kidney. I swear to God. No, guys, he's in Paris. If you know anyone that missing a black son look like this, he's in Paris in the store in the window.
According to what people had to say after viewing this video, this mannequin looks so identical to the model who went private and offline not so long before this video went viral. So much so that he had to go live to clarify the situation. His name is Chris Tyler. Playing with the Ouija board back in 2014 to 2018, when it was the most popular thing to do on YouTube in the horror niche, this next video comes from that era. Though one thing about this video is that it mixes up the Randonautica experience with the Ouija board. It's like it can't decide what type of video it wants to be. The video was shared by a group of friends, one of whom was acting more like that character in horror movies. That nerd who always says some of the most provocative things that most likely end up putting others in trouble or in more trouble than they would already be in. That person just happened to be the cameraman in this upcoming footage. Now, based on voice, I'm almost certain that it's a girl. The video kicks off with a solid introduction. The man is giving us straight what he and his team are going to do, standing in the middle of the spot where the ritual is going to take place. You might be wondering, what's so important about the spot where they were going to practice some ritual? Haven't they taught you in school that such rituals require unique spots for such practices? The team was going to conduct the Ouija session in a cemetery right next to the grave of someone. As they began asking questions, you know, the typical ones, they may not have gotten the kind of response they were hoping for. Instead, they received a far worse response where some creep appeared out of nowhere with a grungy voice, which forced them to rush back to their car, leaving behind the Ouija board and its planchette. The nerd that I just talked about had to come up with a genius solution, demanding that they should come back to the spot and say goodbye to the board, fearing the outcome of not putting closure to the session, which after they successfully did, the creep began attacking their car.
We're just right here next to the car because we don't want to go too far from the car.
It's
with
right
the
there.
Ouija board, like it's scary, you know? It's scarier than you guys think. So, let's...
Should we just start doing it?
Yeah, should we just start?
Yeah,
Put
just
it down
start
and
it.
start it. So here's the Ouija board. 2, 1, go. Spirits near. Oh, damn, you messed up. No, this ain't even funny. I'm actually scared as hell.
Guys, stop.
I'm actually scared as hell. Alright. Spirits near. Come here. We come in peace.
Is there any spirits here, ask?
Is there any spirits here with us in this graveyard?
I'm actually scared.
Dude, there's a huge bug.
Where? If there's a spirit near us, what is your name? You're not moving that, King.
I'm Grandma. You can tell I'm not.
What was that?
J.
Don't tell me this is about to spell Joe.
Guys.
What?
Look whose grave we are on right now.
Joseph.
You can't
Can you
see
see
it
it?
good. No, you
It
can't.
says Joseph.
Joseph. EVPs.
You can't really see it.
You can see it. I just saw it in there.
What the?
You're lying. Grandma.
Pack up the
Bro,
board.
bro,
Pack
bro,
up
bro,
the
bro,
board.
bro, bro.
No.
Bro, who was that? He looked like a homeless man.
Bro,
Are you okay?
bro, 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 bro.
Hurry! Hurry!
Bro,
I locked the door.
bro, see,
We're leaving the board here. We're leaving the board here. We're leaving the board here.
I don't know where to go. I don't know how far I am from anything.
Is he by us?
Go, I don't care, I don't care.
I don't know where I am, Ruby.
Guys,
I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
guys, I'm scared.
We forgot to say goodbye.
Oh my god.
Bro, we gotta say goodbye, bro, or she's gonna haunt us. We gotta
Man,
go back.
leave that there. I don't care about that.
We gotta say goodbye, bro.
What if he's right here?
Can we keep on recording just in case?
Just keep recording.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Guys, I'm scared as
I take a right here,
Yeah.
right? Look, we are in a graveyard. Can I see this?
Yes, they can.
Graveyard.
Come on.
Hurry up. Oh, here goes the piece.
Come on.
How'd it get off the
I
board?
don't know.
Come on,
It was
hurry up.
way
Go,
over
go,
there.
go, go, go.
Put,
Say goodbye.
put your hand on it.
Hurry up.
My bad.
Goodbye.
Did we do it?
Yeah.
Oh, you leave the board. Hold on.
Hey.
What? What? What are you doing? What was that?
You heard
What
that?
was that?
Tell me you got that on camera. Tell me you got that on camera.
Tell me that.
I wanted that on camera. I wanted that on camera. That's why I stayed there. I'm pointing my lights over there. Do you see anybody?
Bro, I don't know if someone's pulling a prank. I swear to God, Kristen, did you set this up?
Who's out there?
Should I get out and record?
No. What?
No, this is what we should do.
Oh my God! Oh my gosh! Oh shit! Oh my God! Oh my God! What?
I'm gone.
Look at that fish!
No! No!
I hope she was satisfied with that goodbye. I mean, I don't even think they did it properly, so the risk they put off at the end may have not paid after all. It's ridiculous how fate can really turn you around. Like, for example, in the next video, the one recording is somewhat of a scientist and skeptic of the paranormal. I mean, are you even surprised that he is a skeptic? He is a scientist, so that's the perfect ordinary combination. But, as I said, you can't run from your fate. The man did try to run from his own house, but not before he discovered the truth. Now, I have never heard of a house getting mad at its owners because they want to move out and sell the property, but the house we are talking about here is built different, not because they used some weird materials to build it. I meant it's not like a usual house spiritually. The place became haunted right after it was put on sale. I'm not certain why they had it on sale, but that was prior to the occurrence of the paranormal. We continue. The man later began experiencing some strange activity. The cabinets in his kitchen were going left and right, and he had no logical explanation for it. So once he decided to record it, it stopped. Not for the reason you may think of, but because these ghosts were preparing for much more. They threw the can of beer on the floor, and even more items, like a fork, almost aiming at the man. Though it didn't end there, as for the other footage, while the man was in his living room, ready for any weird, scary activity, the curtain was slowly moving and swaying, almost as if it were being sucked lightly by a silent vacuum, and so does the garland he had attached to it, but perhaps what followed up was the seal of the deal. The plastic bag he had on the couch was almost being left from its place. There is obviously no wind involvement here, even if the man had the windows all open, which he didn't, as according to him, he had them shut. But even if they were to be open and it was storming outside, that's not how the wind would have moved stuff up. This is too twisted. When we talk about fancy houses, we always tend to go back in time, especially in the medieval era, as it seems to be the time when they used to put so much money into these properties, designs, and furniture, unlike today's times, where people head to IKEA to buy their house's furniture, and the fact that such things have a very high price is pissing me off. Which takes me to the next place the team of Ghost Theory is investigating. The house is around 600 years old and located in a remote area surrounded by fields, giving it the feel of a time capsule. The house had been abandoned for decades before being purchased in the 1980s by two people who intended to restore it to its original appearance. During the restoration, the owners removed modern features like tiles and wooden slats from the exterior, replacing them with traditional thatched roofing to match the original medieval style. However, despite investing significant effort into renovations, the house was mysteriously abandoned again before the work was completed. Since then, the house has remained unoccupied and untouched. Now only investigators such as the two in the next video bother to take a deep dive into it. And so they did, and you have to be very careful while watching the next video, not because it might scare you with an unpleasant jump scare, but rather because the entire plot of the investigation revolves around the noises they heard, from creaking sounds to knocks. Also at the end, when they installed some static cameras across the place, they captured the door opening on its own.
How old is this? That's at least a week old, that.
At least, I reckon, yeah. You can tell by the dust.
You can tell because it's got art on it.
Yeah.
Because modern things don't have art on them anymore.
And there's the other stairs. But even like the lights are wonky. I almost don't want to stand in here because
Moving on. Wow. Okay, I've not broken anything, it's just the floor creaking.
We're calling out to any spirits who may remain here, or anybody who could hear us. We mean you no harm. My name's Elliot,
Mine isn't.
and we're here to find out
Is that in here? It's got to be. I can hear it on the wood. Yeah. What's that? Hello? We're just here to communicate with anyone if you're here. That was me. Where is it coming from?
this is awesome. Hello? Is there a spirit in here with us?
What is that knocking?
Hello?
This is haunted. Just want to let you know.
Yeah.
I think these sounds are not much until you watch that last scene of the door opening on its own. Then you may make the case that the house could actually be haunted and these noises were made by ghosts. Not saying it's indeed, but also the theory might be true. Why else would people put so much effort and money into something only to abandon it for no known reason? When I saw the next video, when I saw one shot of it, I was like, that looks like cheap editing, and then I proceeded to buff and fart while sitting on the toilet chair. After I was done, I sat to edit the video and watched the full thing. It turned out it wasn't some cheap editing. The only thing that was cheap was me. The video takes us to a remote location somewhere in the wild desert. Two investigators are showing off the place. One was the presenter. He was acting less like an investigator and more like a real estate agent. He was introducing the place like a pro, but we will get to him just in a second because he took a bad one by the end. There are rumors surrounding the place that some creature might be haunting it. At first, they tried to get closer cautiously. There were sounds like whispers or someone messing around. Some of these sounds were more like voices of children. All these were more like a hook, trying to get them as close to the house. You might be asking, what house? Well, one of the abandoned houses in the area seems to be one where they have encountered creepy paranormal activities before in previous visits. They got to the window without entering the house, but they really didn't need to get any deeper. They were already in the mud of that one creepy creature. Before you ask me what creature, at the beginning, I said I thought it was cheap editing because I saw one shot, the first shot, when that figure appeared to them, and at first glance, it looked like it was done in production, but I was wrong. That thing stuck around for so long, watching over from the top of the building, before it somehow appeared to be hanging on a tree, but it didn't end well for one of them. The agent, the dude in front of the camera, was caught by that creature while the cameraman was watching over him, documenting the event, thinking he was a member of National Geographic.
ये मकान नोटिस हो रहा है।
हाँ भैया मकान तो दिख रहा है यहाँ से।
जय हिंद दोस्तों, जय माता दी। स्वागत है आप सभी का कुछ तो ऑफिशियल पे। जो मेरे प्यारे भाई बहन है उन सभी को मैं दिल की गहराई से ढेर सारे प्यार, और जो मेरे से बड़े हैं उन सभी को मेरा प्रणाम। उस टाइम आए थे यहाँ पर, आए थे इसी ऊपर यहाँ पे चीज दिखी थी, वो नोटिस हुई थी वहाँ पे। उसकी जो हलचल है, जो उसका यहाँ पे वहां से यहाँ पे उसने क्लियर कराया कि मैं यहाँ पे हूँ अभी तक। और इसी मकान में जो भी होता है ना, इसी में कुछ भी नहीं होता दोस्तों, इसी में जो भी चीज है यहाँ पे आज क्लियर करते हैं, इसमें है या इसमें है। आजा भैया,
हाँ यार
इसको क्लियर करना भैया, दिखता है कोई तो। ये देख, आवाज सुन ऊपर से। चुप साइलेंट, अंदर कर आवाज सुन। एक मिनट, ये देख हलचल हो रही है, ये देख भाई, बच्चा भी है, बच्चा दो अलग आवाज है बिल्कुल। इधर क्या बोल रहा हूँ, सही बोलो भाई। उस टाइम
हाँ, बच्चा है इसका,
कि मतलब उसके साथ बच्चा भी है।
हाँ।
और सामने बाहर ऊपर था हमारे यार भाई, फंस गए भाई। वो बच्चा
ऊपर ही है देख। हाँ वो फिर देख
वही तो बोल रहा हूँ। कौन है आप? एक बार बात करता हूँ भाई।
कौन यार?
चुप रहे यार, तू डरता क्यों यार? तू मैं हूँ तेरे साथ यार, डर मत, हिम्मत रख दिल में।
क्या है क्या?
देखिए आप कौन हो?
भाई कौन? ओ भाई, ओए बाप रे, ये क्या है भाई? ये कौन यार, तेरी कसम।
आवाज आ रही है
छत पे,
ऊपर आ जा।
इधर देख, उधर कोपचे बोल रहे यार। कोने ऊपर देख, कोने में।
अजब सी आवाज आ रही है भाई, इस तरफ करेंगे। कौन है? सामने आओ, जो भी हो, हिम्मत हो तो आपकी, ठीक है? अंदर वो सामने। भाई
हाँ
भाई सामने।
ओ तेरे भाई,
आराम से बच्चे इधर
वापस के पीछे
कहाँ गया वो? सामने तो सभी यहाँ पे
ऊपर। अरे यार
कहाँ पे?
फोन मार दे, चुप हो गए। हाँ
मेरे पास हो रहा भाई। देखिए आप हाथ जोड़ते हैं आपसे, रिक्वेस्ट आप सभी, जो भी आपके साथ है या आपके जो भी बच्चे हैं यहाँ पे, आप कोई भी हो, प्लीज माफी चाहता हूँ आपसे। हमारा कोई मकसद नहीं थी रात को आपको परेशान करने का। ओ भाई मैं पहले बोला था भाई, बहुत प्यारी चीज है।
तेरी कसम भगवान है ना, इस जानवर से यार दूर है भाई।
अरे भाई साथ रहे तू, साथ रहे। अगर
साथ ही टेंशन ना लगा।
ऊपर इस
दो दो दो
ऐसा लग रहा है कोई पास में है वो।
हाँ दो 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 आवाज आ रही है दो
इधर आगा आगा
तू कहाँ जा रहा है जंगल में यार फोन
बाप वो बाप वहाँ पे वो भाई वहाँ पे बैठा वो देख भाई वहाँ पे बोलो भाई वापस भाई वहाँ पे कैसे गया वो वहाँ पे कैसे गया वहाँ पे तो ऊपर यार भाई
मोल तू तो आया पास
भाई इधर भाई ये कुछ हो गया ये सब करके आवाज चेंज होगी मेरी
हाँ मम्मी माया
Obviously, the man made it out just fine, since he was able to make many videos after this one. The question remains, how did he convince the creature to leave him alone? Being so full of yourself is provoking by itself. This is an old quotation made by me, but in all seriousness, being full of yourself and cocky, especially in a loud fashion, is what could really drive bad spirits towards you. They will try to teach you a lesson for free about how to be humble, as if these ghosts are humble to begin with. If they were, they wouldn't have been so dominant when taking someone else's property. Jake the ghost hunter, he decided to visit a hotel, not to spend a night, because that would be a logical approach. He went there to investigate. Built in 1771, the Dauphine Orléans Hotel in New Orleans is one of the oldest hotels out there. But being the oldest isn't really much of an achievement. It's what comes with it from experience. This hotel has seen it all. It served as a hospital, private residence, and bordello. And if we lived in a crazy world, they would have announced the building as a precedent. This place was owned by May Bailey, the man who passed away decades ago, but his spirit is what he left behind to haunt the building and the visitors. This man must have been so greedy, he didn't want anyone after him to occupy the place. It's called one of the most haunted buildings in New Orleans for a reason. There are a lot of reports of paranormal activities, such as people seeing phantoms, wandering around the hallways and hearing knocks and creepy voices. Jake was aware of all this information, so he just wanted to take a closer look. He brought all his equipment with him, a REM pod, an EMF detector, and an AI phone app that serves as a way of communicating with ghosts through voice commands. He began the investigation, and here is where he recorded many footstep sounds. He was even freaked out when he saw the reflection in the mirror of a skeleton statue that was sitting in the piano chair. He went to the courtyard, where there were reports of sightings of a Confederate soldier, nicknamed the Worried General. It got more and more intense when he reached room 111, where he decided to sleep the night, but he was awakened by loud noises, almost as if things fell and crashed. He picked up many responses on the phone app, but one that got his attention the most was when the ghost mistook him for James Bond, and he began bragging about it.
I've set up a straw on this cup and a device right here, so if you could touch that for me, that would be much appreciated. Oh my god. Oh, I about had a freaking heart attack, dude. I just saw that damn skeleton purple-haired lady in the reflection of the mirror, dude. Oh my god. What was that? That was a footstep right there behind the bar, dude.
Is May Bailey here or any other ladies of the night? I'm gonna get out my second piece of equipment, which is going to be the SPI app, which uses AI to listen for EVPs and spirit voices. The REM pod just went off. The REM pod just went off over there on the bar. I just made a full video. What was that? That was a beeping sound. The REM pod. That means it's detecting heat. Is that the old man? Whoa. REM pod went off again. What in the was that? There's so many sounds and I don't know if it's a part of like the bar and it's like a regular sound or if it's a ghost just trampling around. Whoa. I think that was more footsteps above in my freaking room where I'm staying tonight, dude. I'm gonna let that keep running in my pocket. I'm gonna take the REM pod, I'm gonna put it on the staircase. All right, Confederate soldier, if you could just touch that or any other spirits that are here. Okay. Oh my God, it just went off. It literally just went off. If you're the Confederate soldier that people see wandering this area, can you please touch the red light on the stairs? Guys, one thing about New Orleans, and you saw this in the intro with how foggy the camera was, it is hot as balls out here, dude. It is so hot. So people who stay in these rooms in this area, they oftentimes report hearing footsteps above them on these balconies, and that's said to be the angry Confederate soldiers. So if you're here, I would love to talk with you. This is where you would bring your guests up and do things. If you would like to do things tonight, can you touch the device in my hand or sit on the bed, please? Oh my God, was that me? Nope. I was standing still, you can see me on that camera, and it just lit up. That was insane. Also, sorry to break it to you, but I have a girlfriend, so we can't do anything tonight. Okay, this one. That was not me. That just went off by itself. Oh my God, okay. So we're already getting weird activity. Oh, guys, it is hot outside. I'm so hot. James Bond, okay. All right, I'm not, you think I'm James Bond? I'm James freaking Bond?
Yes, exactly.
No! It just said, yes, exactly. Oh my, that's because of me. I'm done. I did it. That's the greatest paranormal evidence of all time. Just don't scare me, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Just don't scare me, please.
It's 8:30 in the morning and I just woke up and I heard like a loud crash on the floor.
I like how the entire investigation was filled with faint sounds, but things people reported were not near the level of intensity they were hyping. Don't get me wrong, I do think that this place is haunted, and there are endless possibilities here, but not in this video. When I say I don't understand what's happening, I mean it literally. This is my case with the next sequence of clips. I was scrolling over the account that made them, and then I was trying to make up my mind. I was trying to reorganize the events, trying to solve the puzzle these guys in the videos intended to solve, but I came short. The video is about a group of paranormal investigators who went on an adventure to find why locals were saying the abandoned house they headed to was haunted. As they arrived, they set up their equipment and immediately started messing with the spirit box, which was later thrown to the ground by whoever did it. An incredible force. The spirit box throw was good, but it was just the beginning of their scary night. As you can see, you can't see anything yet, but you are about to see there was a table full of stuff, like a teddy plushie and a cane. The whole table was shaking. I initially thought only the cane stick was moving, but then I realized everything was moving in unison. It kept shaking until the cane fell down, but that uncovered something far creepier. I feel like I'm giving this an overly dramatic dimension. Regardless, behind that table, there was a drawing of a cross. If you thought this was it for them, think again for once in your life, because these ghosts also took advantage of an old clock sitting on the closet. They moved it before throwing it.
M-o lua rău, pe bune. Deci pe bune m-o lua rău, frate. Ia uite-le, l-o rotit tot. L-o rotit tot, frate, tu ești nebun la cap.
Băi, ești nebun.
Băi, omule.
Poruncile tale n-am păzit, judecățile și dreptățile tale.
N-am mâncat să-și până. Na, mă.
Mamă, frate, mă, ești...
Na, mă, mâncat, mi-ați paranormalul să mi-l mâncați, mă, na.
Poruncile tale n-am păzit, judecățile și dreptățile tale le-am căscat.
Ia, ce s-a auzit? Fai de mine dacă nu ne... Ia, auzi.
Mi-am supus
Tătă casă, stai că-mi tremură mâna.
Vieții și casa toată necrozenia.
Să-l smulge, lasă-l smulgă. Ce să, frate, să filmez ușa asta? Ce să filmez? Na, uite. O da rempotul, o arunca rempotul jos. Mi-au zis oamenii să iau rempotul, frate, uite, o arunca rempotul jos. Uite, frate, o arunca rempotul jos, ați văzut, uitați aparatul. Uite. Uite cum le-a aruncat la picioarea mea. Uite, uite antena, unde e antena.
Băi, da, închid.
Na, uite. O da rempotul, o arunca rempotul jos.
Îndrăznind aler la milostivirea ta cu frică și cu cutremur.
Cu cutremur, mă. Ia!
Cât am greșit ție.
Băi, fii atent. Băi, de capul meu. Ia, că-o căzut tot. Ia, că-o căzut tot bastoanele, o căzut tot, băi, omule, băi. Ia bastonul. Ia bastonul din smântână, de unde, că nu mai este niciun baston nimic. Gata-i. E gata-i.
Ia vezi și pune poate dispărut. Vezi, aici.
Nu, ai mă, să dea draci dacă e ceva, tu ești nebun.
Adi, voi lua pe bastonul ăla. Lasă-o în pizdă, mă.
Nu e, frate, niciun baston nimic.
Ia vezi că bag lumina pe partea asta.
Na.
Bagă și după aia, bagă și după asta.
Na, că nu-i nimic.
Nimic, a?
Nimica, frate, dispărut bastonul, iar gata.
Și de desubt acolo? Nimic. Nici acolo nimic.
Uite căpușa asta deșurată.
Eu preotul.
Bă, uitați-o cu dulapul cum se mișcă singur, mă, frate, tu ești nebun.
L-am călcat.
Băi! Gata, adă farfuriile repede. Adă repede farfuriile.
Băi, în picior mi-o dat, mă.
Adă repede, fac, gata, opriți tot. Uite, două căni dat. Gata, opriți-vă. Opriți înregistrarea. Cu plăcere, da. Băi!
Mărturisesc că sunt vinovat focului de veci, viermilor neadormiți.
Uai de mine, ce-a fost asta?
Oi, să învârtească caunul.
Uai de mine, ai văzut?
Doi, să învârtească.
Mamă, frate, ce-a fost asta?
Uite așa să învârtească caunul.
Vai de mine, dacă l-am... Vai, Leo, ce-a fost asta? Mamă, frate, am prins-o pe cameră, jur.
Băi, haide, mă,
If you go to their account, you will find even more clips from that very same investigation. Though there are so many of these clips, I thought they had conducted this investigation only once, and they are farming clips from it. If you're going to be worried once you start watching the next video, then you don't have to. Let me explain. The first 40 or so seconds of the next one are muted. I don't know if the music was copyrighted or not, but that was not my intention when I took the sound down. It was the great voices that were singing with the music. These guys clearly know how to trigger a young enraged man. And who's that? Your uncle on a Saturday night. So why were they singing? They want to. It's their own freedom. Do you want to restrict that too? A group of Indians, and don't dance just yet. We didn't get there. These fellas were on their way to nowhere after midnight on a road to hell. As they started singing, and moments before my life flashed before my eyes, they appeared. Who? A team of delivery men were standing right in front of me with all my favorite meals, and for free. At that moment, I realized something. My life is already behind me. These folks took my life with their angelic throats. But in reality, what actually appeared were some lame-looking creatures walking right in front of the car. These creatures looked very human-like, but they were truly terrifying. But why? Because I had no other option but to drink my pee at that moment. I was lost. But regarding the creatures, they weren't very clear to see. Maybe they were just some possessed humans after all.
अरे क्या ये क्या है बाबा? क्या है वो बाबा? ओ गोपाल ये काय रे वो? अरे बाबा अरे यार ये लोग बोलते पटाखा फाटे पे कुछ भी है. अरे है जो बाबा ये क्या है ऐसा? ये क्या चल रहा हो बाबा आगे? अरे बाबा ते बाई दिसलं ना बाबा. सच्चा तो पोरगा भी है. ते बाबा बाई भी है हो बाबा. अरे बाईयन पोय छोकरा है बाबा. दमदम से लागले आगेले दमदम से आगे. हो बाबा. अरे तू कर अरे घेणार तू रे मैं ना रे. पावता करे आपण काय. देखन क्या देखन तो दे मेरे क्या. 1 मिनट रुको 1 मिनट रुको. बस रुको तो बस गोपाल रुको. ओ बापा तो कपड़े भी निर्देश जागत रे. गाड़ी वापस घे. ओ नहीं रे बापा गाड़ी वापस घे गोपाल गाड़ी वापस घे. नहीं घे तू रिवर्स घे गाड़ी. अरे हो येडे हो गए तुम. रिवर्स घे रे बाबा. तो आगे लेना. ओ बाबा तू गाड़ी आगे लेना गोपाल मैं ना रे. मंत्र बोलता आवाज बिल्ले बिस्मिल्लाह कुल समझ में जोला मिले में कुल्ले को पने तना करो तब चले रब्बी को नहीं ने सुभान अल्लाह कुल को ने आदेश नौपंथी को आदेश ओगलपंथी को आदेश सुभान रब्बी को आदेश कलोल से आदेश गुरु को आदेश. बोल नाम रे मुंडका भी नहीं दे गोपाल माय शपथ मुंडका भी नहीं दे देख. मुंडका भी नहीं है देख. पोरगेले मुंडका नहीं है उसके पैर देखो गोपाल. पोरगेले मुंडका भी नहीं देख. बाप मारे बज रहे नो बाबा. ए पोरगल मुनके नहीं है गोपाल. पटाट फाटे कितने बज रहे? 1:06 हो गए है ना गोपाल. क्या टाइमिंग देख रहे हो तुम? हमारे कान फट रहे हैं. पटाट फाटे पे रहते हो बाबा. हमारे कान फटे तुम टाइमिंग देख रहे हो. तो क्या ये बाबा हमको मालूम है ना बाबा. उसको मुनका भी नहीं है. तुम बात सुनो मेरी. बहुत सिगरेट जलाना हो तुम तुम्हारी. रुको 1 मिनट रुको मैं देखा. 1 मिनट. ओ बाबा रुकना मैं देखा तो रुकना रे. ले आगे गाड़ी आगे गाड़ी ले गाड़ी सद्या. ओ सद्या गाड़ी लॉक कर मधुन पूरी लॉक कर. मैंने पूरे काज जोड़ दी कर बाबा. काज जोड़ दी बाबा जान दे हो आगे मत ले ना. बस रुक. अनंत गौरी गणेश गण चले गणपति चले.
I was waiting for one of these fellas in the car to go out and confront them. Usually, that's what happens in these kinds of videos. He gets knocked down, he runs back to the car, and they drive back. The video ends, and everyone gets paid for the effort they put in. I mean, they get paid the respect they deserve for staying in front of some spooky-looking shape-shifting jinns. The last thing you want to hear after a long day when trying to chill at night is to hear some noises coming from within the same place of comfort. Some may say the bathroom is your comfort zone, just like my brother. Some may say it's a wild green field, and that would be me. But for our buddy in the next video, it's his own house. How surprising. He was chilling late at night, almost too chill, which triggered a reaction from the ghost who lives upstairs, rent-free. He began shaking it. Shaking. What exactly might you ask? I'm talking about the ghost shaking stuff up. I don't really know what was happening upstairs, but there were noises of someone squeaking. The man never held back and went straight to them to tell them it's time to stop. Now he was as brave as I described him, but at least he made it upstairs. Before he knew it, the roll of toilet paper was sent flying on its own. These noises repeated the other night, but he didn't make it upstairs in that clip. For the first time, as long as I recall from featuring before, he sat up a static camera and left the room when things got a little paranormal, where a box was seen drifting from its place, if that's the right word to describe it.
I was just sat on my computer watching the football, and that noise started. I haven't captured anything for weeks. I've been feeling quite unsettled in this house still, even with the mask on. It's that kind of feeling that someone's watching you. Hello? Oh my God.
I would just leave a little note of advice here for our man here. Listen to me, Mike, or whatever your actual name is. If you want to see fewer demons in your house, the first step is to always keep the bathroom door shut at all times. These creatures love dirty places, especially when it's widely open, spreading all the stink possible. Remember, you're not dealing with angels, it's the complete opposite. Always keep it clean, subscribe, and watch the next video on screen.